to the 12 tribes of the children of Israel and all the nations of the earth. I am Kenaz. I am lily of the valley, and I cover the things that are happening in the earth, and I line them up with the prophecies of our forefathers and foremothers, so that the children of Israel know worldwide where we are. So today we're looking at the Kenaz brothers then. Kenaz. He's Esau's son, and Kenaz, who is from Japhet, and their bands. Now, under each of the tribes, they have multiple sub-tribes. Genealogy goes on and on forever. But you're going to pause this video when you need to see what we're doing, because this topic is heavily censored. So they claim oppression from Nazis during that era, but they are the Nazi brothers. You get it? Ashkenaz and Kenaz. That's where the word Nazi comes from. They're brothers. See? But they're not Semitic, they're Japhetic. But they claim that this particular battalion is anti-Semitic or neo-Nazis. This is a story from 2018, okay? See? There are a lot of questions about that HOLO thing, because half of them people do that and it never really happened the way them say it happened, and they also know it, okay? Because you gotta check the newspapers around the world at that time, And also during that time, it was a war amongst the same brother them. We are fight again and want pulling everybody else to fund it and fight it. So what this means is they fund their own oppression. Okay? And the United States and all of them who take our money and our resources, that's where they send it. Canada too. Worse than the people who they call the worst people then, they're even worse now. The idolatry and the praying to the Queen of Heaven, the Virgin, this, all the statues, all the Gomorrah, all that stuff. They say they follow the Most High, but they're not following the Bible. So that's why when the thing come up on their head, they're not innocent. See? All our countries over here have laws against funding and promoting Nazism. But they infiltrate most of the governments of the earth. So when you see people can't get food, or they get $10 for food stamp or $20, and they in 2 days they can send a couple billion, zillions for weapons. These is the Gestapo that take over the countries of the earth and rob the countries, rob the people for their own benefit. Yeah. Notice this part very carefully. See, they use the CIA and all these groups and corporations and foundations and aid and the UN and WTO and WHO, and it's nothing but hell these people create. See? What them do is destabilize every good country in the earth. Then you see all of that, you gotta stop it and read it. Okay. This is why we're at where we are today. Then the lies coming out now. Notice the first story say that they were attacking each other. And this is the latest. Can't believe anything these people say. They're not a marginal group, and they control the politics and everything else. Okay? So when the nation supports Gomerah, they get fire from heaven. And that's what's happening now. If they didn't want that to happen, they should have been holy and righteous and follow the laws of the Most High. Okay? So I'm sorry, because of the censorship, we can't speak freely, but they can't stop Bible prophecy from happening. Now, Ezekiel 38, Ezekiel 39, Revelation 20, Revelation 13, Revelation 2, verse 9, Revelation 3, verse 9, Psalm 83, Psalm 109. There's so many prophecies happening now. Jeremiah 9. So yeah, they need to study the scriptures a little bit more. No liar will make it into the kingdom of heaven. Okay. So when the heathens think they can outsmart the creator, this is what they get. Shalom.